Welcome to Brawlhalla.
We go into game 1 of Winners Finals on, I forgot the name of this map, as we're going to be having a little bit more of an introductory dance as Java wastes no time to pick up Scythe. And the blasters are working quite well, but I feel like Scythe is where kind of the majority of where the magic has been happening. Lots of times that Java has been playing on blasters is just kind of, you know, I'm on blasters, I might as well use them. And it's sometimes very hard to throw weapons, but this bow from Wubz, I mean, it's something that you never really forget after watching. You see it, and you're like, yeah, Wubz bow.
The weapon tosses, man. What? This is amazing, Graffiti. I mean, this is amazing. Both players have the potential to space each other out, and that's the great thing. Having that scythe definitely comes in handy, especially off stage, but you still have those blasters to contend with Diana. Diana having both that bow and those blasters to space an opponent out. Anyone's first stop with the recovery will connect and it will kill.
Java ends up taking that first stock, revoking it from Wubz a little over than a minute in. Wubz struggling to pick up weapon, and we don't have the blasters v blasters ditto. Java doing how many nairs? How many nairs? After countless nairs is going to come close to completely overlapping Wubz, but Java doesn't quite get the read on the approach, doesn't get the jump read, and that ends. It gave Wubz full free reign to get that punish. As Java, I think I was wrong earlier that it's actually the blasters that is really what's working.
I'm telling you.
Java is at a pretty good point to be at an entire stock lead, but Wubz could very easily take this back. Both players have just been doing a phenomenalistic full job of manipulating the weapon cycle so that they always have the weapons that they want, and that is what lets Wubz bring it slightly closer to an even game. It is still quite in Java's favor, as he is not he's getting close to it, but he's not really in KO color just yet. Like maybe a Zul signature on the, you know, extreme all the way on the side of the stage might do it, but right now you can see that it took Wubz some work to get Java closer and closer to KO color. Now that he is there, the game is very different, and now it is not different at all. Wubz able to come back from almost an entire stock lead for a few seconds there. Java looked like he had all the control in the world before Wubz was able to bring it back, and now Java, you can instantly see stepping up his movement, saying, I can't play around no more. I gotta play this to its strength. Instantly stepping up the movement, tried and true 3-piece scythe is going to put Wubz out of options, but a Sayer is going to give Wubz back the chase dodge. Java now has choice over gauntlets over, or having choice over. I see that Tai Lung scythe, and I'm like, Tai Lung has choice over scythe over blasters, and considering that Java's doing a good job of putting space in between the two, still chooses to stick with scythe, and I do not blame him. One people recovery lets Wubz come back.
Would he have made it if he wouldn't have gone down? I wonder. I don't know. But Java's still doing a really good job putting on that pressure. Potentially going to end it right here. Wubz struggling to get back to find the weapon. Tries to get something started unarmed. Almost it gets it there, but the Sarah will connect and it will kill.
That was that one kind of confused me. A bit of a strange option to see Wubz go for the ground pound as opposed for the recovery, because that recovery it would have, you know, sent Java upward, and it would have been great to put some space in between them, make it so that the pressure was on Java to try to find a space to recover, because getting sent high up, it means that your opponent is able to regain stage control, and it's up to you to find that landing space, and then your opponent is going to do everything they can to make sure that you can't keep down. There was a clip from a few years ago when very, very early in especially compared to how we've kind of progressed now, pretty early in esports history and how the meta was progressing. There was a clip of someone who kept throwing their weapon up and then doing an uppercut. I forgot if it was South America or Europe. Someone kept throwing the weapon up and then doing a recovery unarmed, grabbing the weapon back, and they made it impossible for the other person to come back.
I think you're thinking of Permison from EU.
Maybe. Like I said, it was either South America or Europe that did that in a tournament a few years ago. And if I mean, that's probably our best get. It probably was Hermison.
But you know what? Either way, if we're wrong, it's going to be production's fault because they're the ones that gave us the information, right? So our hands are clean right now as we continue to see some phenomenal Brawlhalla action. But right now, Wubz on the damage deficit. It gets caught up right there. Java looking really good.
It may be production's job to feed us disinformation, but it is Java's job to be able to take the earliest stock possible and just roll it as we have the Blasters v Blasters Ditto. Java is not really that big of an early stock lead player. You have players who take an early stock lead and just run with it, but Java is really seem to be choosing to run for that. That is really kind of a strategy right here. It's very hard to say something else about it as we already have an overlap. We have red on 2. Never mind. We have the 3 stock in progress. A minute and a half in. Helium is looking quite nice as we're not letting Wubz get a breath of fresh air. No oxygen, only helium, and we're gonna wonder, is Wubz starting to suffocate, or is are they gonna have to try and find new heights and be lighter than air? I'm trying my best.
Hey, this is going insane right now. Java has the potential to get a 3 stock, but Wubz are really close at securing this first stock. Oh my god, that would have done it, but Wubz being able to connect that Sayer. That was good. Very good.
Back. And the game, keep in mind, the game speed is increasing, and they're keeping up, which means it likely is their intentional choice to pick up the game speed and approach Java when they are actually most.
There's no way. Jeez.
Player 2 wins.
What?
Wow. Okay. Goes down deep. GC side sig. It was awesome.
D-sig actually.
Was it a D? Oh no, it was. It was. No,
yeah,
you're right. You're right. Yep. You're right. And that's what we have the replays.
Oh.
It's already 2-0, man. Winners finals already 2-0. I'm telling you, dude, Java's Knicks. Crispy. Looking insane. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Especially the blasters, though. I'm seeing a lot of I'm seeing boomy. I'm seeing some boomy level type of blasters here. It's just awesome to see. Great. But on the other side, Wubz is not doing too bad. Definitely has the potential to bring it back, take a game here. I mean, we've seen it already in this tournament. A game 5, you know, bringing it back. We've seen it. It's possible. Will Wubz do it? This could be the final chance right here.
And
3, 2.
Wubz is actually still sticking with the Diana same skin. Usually, sometimes people are losing if they want to stick with their character. Sometimes they do a trip change because, you know, look good, feel good. You really gotta have that mental buff of knowing, like, changing your shirt feels nice. That totally made sense. As that ground pound, what is just able to snipe out the 20-second stock and is still working with the early lead and is actually even better spot than it was last time. Hot off the grill from MSI, Java is looking to just cook this whole thing and to helium in the name, create a lack of oxygen and suffocate Wubz right here, just drowning them in attacks. You can even see also starting to run out of recovery options, and a pretty good sign that there's a lot of pressure on them because they can't find a way back on stage to find a way to regain that stage control. So they run out of recovery option. Wubz able to get some breathing space in there. The Nair would have been fantastical, but not quite. As Wubz, this bow, I think the bow is the strat, so I don't think the Blasters v Blasters matchup, I think, will go in the favor of Java. And Sig, they're quite. Oh, Java. Oh, there you can saw this the Sarah Dare coming out again from earlier. How to end that last set last time.
Oh, too low on the map.
Yeah, Wubz is starting to play a damn near perfect game.
I mean, if you're able to connect and take the stock right here just like that, there's definitely potential to bring this back. And right now, the damage deficit is not too large. So Wubz definitely has the potential, the knowledge, the skill to bring this back. And right now, searching for something. Double Dare only hits one of them. Java, a demon right now. Oh, the turnaround. Sarah, there it is. Woo-hoo.
Job. Yeah, the Blasters v Blasters matchup will likely go in the favor of Java because it's really the bow that let Wubz play if you remember earlier, a damn near perfect game. So playing anything other than the Blasters will be anything other than optimal, as you can see, it is starting to go in Java's favor. But the recovery, Wubz had to wait out the ground pound to get a recovery to punish for the chase dodge. Wubz being really patient off the stage, and if that's one thing that you're going to fight Java, that's a really good skill to have, because Java is two things off stage: terrifying and patient. Java knows how to play off stage, but also take his time for something to happen if it really needs to. You can see a lot of times that Java is able to not panic when actively running out of options and still somehow make his way back on stage. So Wubz, the ability for Wubz to stay patient while looking death right in the face,
that's it,
got
man.
them really far. It
A 3-0.
at 3-0. I know it's kind of hard to argue with that, but the ability for Wubz to stay patient like that off stage made that 3-0 just a little bit more difficult for Java.